Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel CCNA Day 11. I am Muhammad Ayub, I am your trainer for this entire series. So today now we are seeing inter-VLAN routing on different branch with static routing. So we'll come to the notes. In the last video guys, we have seen that inter-VLAN routing. Configuration of inter-VLAN routing. This is our last video. We have configured inter-VLAN routing based on our practicals. So now uh, we are going to configure the inter-VLAN routing on different branch with static routing. Say for example, we have make a last video on same department into the same branch. Now we are going to configure our another branch. Say for example, we are going to create a Hyderabad branch, Chennai Hyderabad branch. So say for example, if you are configuring two branches like Chennai Hyderabad, so for that what we have to do for inter-VLAN routing. So now we are going to see the inter-VLAN routing. This is our today's practical based on this diagram. This is the inter-VLAN routing on different branch, same department with static routing. This is our today's practicals. So based on that only we have to make our practicals. So let's go to the practicals. Inter-VLAN routing on different branch. Different branch with static routing. Okay. This is the fifth topic. So for that we need one more branch like Hyderabad branch. Let's assume that this is our Chennai branch. So we need another branch, that is Hyderabad branch. Okay. So for router to router, which cable we need to connect the router to router? The serial DC and DT. This one, serial DC cable. So we are going to configure into the before that, see these guys here in we don't have any serial port, right? Why? Because this is 1800 series of router. So we have seen in the previous videos how to attach our serial interface port into the router. This is a modular router which we can add our components. So let's add the component into the router. Open Chennai branch, then zoom it and power off the router. Then we need to take the WIC 2T, H WIC 2T, okay, for serial interface and drag and drop. That's it, and power on the router. That's it. Same we have to do for the Hyderabad branch also. So just power off the router and select weak 2T component and drag and drop to the slot 1. This is a slot 1, this is slot 0. Clear? And power on the router. Okay. Now we are going to connect the physical connectivity. We have to take the serial DCE cable and we have to configure into the serial 0/1/0 into the same interface of another branch. Serial 0/1/0. Okay. So like this we have to configure. So we'll firstly check whether our like Chennai branch LAN IP addresses and what are the like VLANs we have created in the Chennai branch and what are the things we need to configure. We'll see. And then after we will see the Hyderabad branch LAN IP addresses and the switch configuration and the router configuration. Clear? So move to the Chennai branch. IP address is what for the LAN system 192.168.1.1 and 192.168.1.100 for the VLAN 10 into the Chennai branch. Let's see whether the IP address is based on our practicals or not. 192.168.1.1 and 192.168.1.0. This is the VLAN 10, right? And 192.168.1.2 and 1.100. Then what about the VLAN 20? This is 4 and 5 system. 10.1 and 10.2 and 10.100 the gateway. 10.0.0.1 and 10.0.0.100 is the gateway for system 1 and system 2. 10.0.2 and 10.100. So here in Chennai branch, our LAN IP address is as per the nodes only, as per the diagram only. So we'll see to the Bangalore branch whether our like LAN system based on the nodes or not. Definitely not. Why? Because we have copied entire the LAN network with the same. So just we need to edit this IP address into the LANs to both the VLAN 20 and VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. Then we have to configure the switch and then we have to configure the router. So we'll move to the Bangalore branch. We'll see the LAN IP addresses. What is the LAN IP address of the Bangalore branch? 2.1 and 2.2. See, this is the 192.168.2.1, 2.2 section second system and gateway is 192.168, 2.100 and 2.100 for second system. Okay, so we'll make it as it is our nodes 2.1 and gateway is 2.100. Then our second IP address system what 2.2 and gateway is 2.100. 2.2 and gateway is 2.100. This is for VLAN 10. Remember guys, our first and second system is VLAN 10 into the VLAN 10 and the third and fourth system into the VLAN 20 for marketing. Clear? So for VLAN 20, what is the LAN IP addresses? 10.0, 2.1 and 2.2. So we'll give IP address 10.0.2.1 with the gateway. What is the gateway? 2.100. 2.100. And second IP system, second system IP is 2.2. The IP and the gateway is 2.100. 2.2 and 2.100. Clear? So first we'll check the Chennai branch switch configuration whether it's as per our diagram or not. Then we'll move to the Bangalore branch switch. Then we will configure the router based on our nodes. So first go to the switch and check whether the IP addresses are based on nodes or not. Subnet enable subnet show running config to check the configuration. Port 1 and 2 as configure VLAN 10. See this and 3 for trunk and port 4 and 5 for VLAN 20. This is the based on our branch only. Okay, and we have to configure our show VLAN. Show VLAN to check the configuration of the VLANs. See this based on our diagram only. And we'll check the router configuration. Enable show running config. Interface serial 0 don't have any IP addresses, and we have given a command no shutdown to enable the port. We have created a virtual IP address 0.1 and given IP address 1.100 and 0.2 0.100 gateway for VLAN 20. So our Chennai branch, as per the diagram only. For better understand, I will change the host name to the Chennai so that you will get a clarity. Config T host name Chennai. Okay, exit. This is our Chennai branch. We'll rename to the Chennai as well. So we will not get confused. This is a Hyderabad branch. So now moving to the Hyderabad branch, we have make our LAN IP addresses based on our nodes only, and we are going to check the configuration into the switch. Into the LAN, we have different IP address. Here in like Chennai, we have 168.1.1. Here in Hyderabad, we have 168.2.1 and 2.2. So that we have to check whether our configuration based on our nodes or not. So in subnet, enable subnet. First change the host name config T host name Hyderabad. Exit and show running config. VLAN 10 for 1 for 10 and 2 port number 2 for 10 also, and port number 4 and 5 for VLAN 20. Show okay, and we have configured the trunk onto the port number 3. Show VLAN. See this guys, VLAN 10 for port number 1 and 2 and VLAN 20 for port number 4 and 5. So our configuration the switch is correct. So we'll move to the router. Here we have to change. Why? Because we have make entire LAN router. We have copy entire LAN router, right? So here we have to change. Show running config. See this guys. This is the IP address we have to change. Why? Because why it's showing like this means we have copied entire the LAN router, right? So what is our router IP address? This is the syntax only for both the branches. Just we have to change this IP address to the Hyderabad branch. This IP address. Entire syntax is same, but we have to just change the IP address. Clear? So we have to make as per our nodes only. What we have to make? 2.100 and 2.10.0.0 2.100. 168 2.100 and 10.0 2.100. So for that, how to configure? We have to go to the interface 0./.1 into the router. We'll change it config T interface pass ethernet 0/0.1 enter. Then what is the IP address? We have to change to this one. 2.168.2.1 and VLAN 10 for 2.1 and VLAN 20 for 10.0.0.2.100. Okay. Encapsulation. Dot 1q 10 for sales. This is the syntax only. Just we have to change the IP address. Dot 1q 10 for sales. Okay, enter. Then IP address. What is the IP address? 192.168.2.100, guys. This is for Hyderabad branch. 2.100. Okay. 255.255.255.0. Enter. IP address 192.168.2.100. Enter. Then no shutdown. Then exit. Then interface fast Ethernet 0/0.2. Enter. Encapsulation .1q 20. This is second for VLAN 20 for VLAN 20. Enter. Then IP address. What is our IP address? 10.0.2.100. Our second IP. 10.0.2.100. See guys into the nodes. What is our VLAN 20 IP address? 10.0.2.100. Clear? Gateway will give 255.255 sorry 255.0.0.0. Enter. Then no shutdown. Exit. 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 Okay. Show running config. See this guys. Previously it was 1.100. Now we have changed to the 2.100. And previously it was 0.100. Now we have changed to the 2.100. 10.0.2.100. So till now we have configured exactly what we have in the nodes. Then we'll see what is the second step. So now we have configured all the LAN network and the switches and the router into the all the branches. Now to make a communication, we need to configure the static routing of the both the branches. Why? Because I will show you whether it's pinging or not. Into the same branch, into the Chennai branch, same LAN, different VLAN we can communicate, but we will not communicate with the Hyderabad branch. For that we need to configure one more step to the static routing. So firstly we'll ping to the VLAN 20 with VLAN 10 into the Chennai branch. Okay. So ping, what is the IP address of the LAN? VLAN 20, oh sorry, VLAN 10, 192.168.1.1 and 1.2. 192.168.1.1. It will communicate. 1.1 and 1.2. See this, it's communicating, right? We are going to pinging from VLAN 20 to VLAN 10 systems into the same VLAN. It will communicate. But when we are going to ping with to the another branch, that is Hyderabad branch, from VLAN 20 to VLAN 20, they will not communicate. We'll see. What is the IP? 10.0.2.2. So we are going to ping from Chennai to Hyderabad branch. Ping 192. Sorry, 10.0.2.2. It will not communicate. See this. It is not communicating. This is our today's class to configure the inter VLAN routing on different branch with static routing. See this guys. It's not communicating, right? So for that we need to configure the static routing on both the routers. So after configuration, it will communicating with each other. So what is the syntax to configuration the static routing into the both the branches? See, this is the syntax. I will zoom it. So this is our syntax for Chennai branch. As it is, we have to configure. Then we have to configure the Hyderabad branch. This is the syntax for configure the static routing of the Hyderabad branch. So for firstly, we'll make configuration of the static routing into the Chennai branch. So open to the router. Okay. Before that, I just want to show you the routing table. Show IP route to check the routing table. See this, guys. It don't have any static routing configuration here. How it's represent as it will represent to static routing. So we have to configure to both the branches. So config t IP address. First, what is the syntax? IP routing, then IP route 192.168.2.0 and subnet mask via serial 0. Then second syntax is 190 IP route 10.0.2.0 via 250.250 via serial 0 exit. That's it. We'll give the routing IP routing IP route 192.168.2.0 via serial 0. 2.0 is the Hyderabad branch WAN interface 2.0 series 2.0 and 10.0.2.0 for VLAN 20. And what is the gate subnet mask? 255.255.255.0 via serial 0. It's moving from serial 0. Enter. Then IP route. What is the second routing? 10.0.0.2.0 and subnet mask 255.0.0.0.0 via serial 0. Enter. So for that, see guys, inconsistent address and mask. That means we are using 2.0. For that, we have to take the class C subnet mask so that only it will accept. So we change to 55.255. Because see this, we have already route into the routing table, that is 10.0.0. So it will not accept via serial 0. Why? Because like it will conflict. So we just have to change the subnet mask so that it will accept. Okay, right? So then exit. Okay, show IP route to check the routing table. It will not show until unless we'll have configured to the Hyderabad branch also. We'll move to the Hyderabad branch. So into the Hyderabad branch, what is the syntax? This is our syntax for Hyderabad branch. So before that, I will just show you the routing table. Show IP route. See this, guys. 10.0.0 we connected to 0.2 and 192.168.2.0 we are connected 0.1. So we have to make the routing. Config T IP routing, then IP route 10.0.0.0 subnet mask. Here guys, this is our syntax. IP routing, IP route 10.0.0.0 subnet mask to 55.0.0 where CL0. Then second syntax is IP route when it is state 1.0 to 55.0 exit to 55.0.0.0 enter invalid command where serial 0. This is also 0. Okay. Then IP routing, then IP route, sorry, IP route 192.168.1.0. Then gateways 255.255.255.0 via serial 0. Enter. Exit. Show IP route to check the routing table. Okay, still now we have configure. Our configuration is good as per nodes only. The third step we have to take is we have to give the serial interface IP address. So we have to configure the serial interfaces of the both the branch. So we'll move to the Chennai branch. We'll configure the first. We'll see the configuration. Show running config. See this guys. We have given IP address to the interface 0.1 and 0.2, and we don't have given any IP address to the serial 0 interface here. So for that we have to configure the serial interface of the both the branches. So what is the syntax? See this guys, clock rate, don't forget to give this clock rate 2 lakh. Okay, so config t interface interface serial 0 interface serial 0 /1/0 enter. Then IP address, what is the IP address to give to the serial interface? 172.16.0.1 172.16.0.1 and the subnet mask of class B 255.255.0.0 enter. Then encapsulation has GLC enter. Clock rate 2 lakh 1 2 3 4 5 6 enter. Then no shutdown to enable the port enter. Then exit. Show running config. See this guys, we have given the IP address to the serial interface here. So we'll move to the Hyderabad branch. Same, we have to give the IP address to the interface. Config t. Firstly we'll make firstly we'll change the router name, host name Hyderabad. Okay, enter. Then interface serial 0 /1/0 enter. Then encapsulation has GLC enter. Then clock rate 2 lakh unknown clock. This command only DC. Okay, no shutdown. IP address, what is the IP address of the serial interface? 172.16.0.2. okay, 172.16.16.0.2. then subnet mask to 55.255.0.0 enter. Then exit. Show running config. See this guys, we have given a IP address to the serial interface also. So now we'll check our routing table whether our static routing is representing or not. Show IP route. See this guys, for completion of our practical we have to see two static routing so that our class will complete. We'll move to the Chennai branch. We'll see what is showing in the IP routing. Sorry, show IP route. See this guys, it's showing two static routing, right? 10.0.2 via serial 0, then 192.2.0 via serial 0. So we have made one mistake here. What we have done, we need to check. So firstly we'll ping. So now we are going to ping to the Chennai branch Vlan 20. What is the IP address of Vlan 20 of Chennai branch? 10.0.0.1. So we'll ping whether it's pinging or not. No, it's not pinging, right? So we have done some mistake here. What is that? We'll see. Zero dot two. Show running config 192.168.0.2. Then 2.100. 192.168.2.100. Okay. Now show IP route. We have made some mistake here. We have to give to the routing. We have to give IP address. We need one more entry, guys, here in Hyderabad branch, so that only our practical. So that's only our output will come. So it's representing only one static routing. It's missing the one more static routing. Which one we'll see? 192.168.1.0 router 10.0 we are missing. 192.168.1.0 it's showing, right? See this in Hyderabad branch routing static routing syntax is showing 192.168.1.0 static, but it's not showing 10.0. So we need to configure the 10.0 IP routing. Config T, then IP routing, then IP route, 10 dot, what is our syntax? 10.0.0.0, then 255.0. We'll have to take classy subnet mask, so that only it will take. Why? Because we have the same IP address into the fast Ethernet 0.2 also, so it's conflicting. So it's why not. That's why it's not accepting. So just we need to change the subnet mask of the class A IP address with class C network 255.255.0 via serial 0/1/0. Enter, then exit, then show IP route. See guys, it's representing, right? Now it's representing, guys. 10.0.0 directly connected to serial 0. So that is the routing is missing. So make sure you have two static routing, guys. To come the proper output, you need to see through static routing configuration. It will show it two static routing S 192.168.1.0 and 110.0.0.0 into both the branches, so that only your class will complete. Okay, clear? We'll see to the Hyderabad branch also whether it's showing or not. Show IP route, show IP route, show IP route. Series edge. It's also showing the two IP addresses, right? So now we are going to ping to the VLAN 20 from Hyderabad branch to Chennai branch. Now it will communicate. If it's communicating, then our practicals has completed. 2.2, 10.0.2.2. What is the IP address of the Chennai branch VLAN 10? Sorry, VLAN 20, 10.1. So we are going to ping to the 10.1 IP address. See, this VLAN 20. We are going to ping from Hyderabad branch. Okay. VLAN 22 Hyderabad branch to VLAN 20 from Chennai branch. Ping 10.0.0.1 and 10.2. See this guys, it's replying, right? So now today our class has been completed. Before configuring the static routing, it's not communicating with the Chennai branch. So now it's communicating. Then we are going to ping to the VLAN 10 to the Chennai branch. 192.168.1.1. 1.1. See this guy, it's pinging, right? and 1.2 for second system. So we are pinging from Hyderabad branch VLAN 10, VLAN 22, Chennai branch VLAN 10 and 20. So we'll see from Chennai branch also. We'll sit in the Chennai branch and we'll ping to the Hyderabad branch VLAN 10 and VLAN 20. What is the IP of VLAN 10? We'll see 192.168.2.1 and 2.2. 192.168.192.160.2.1 and 2.2. 2.1 and 2.2 for second system. See this guy, it's applying, right? That means it's communicating with the Hyderabad branch also. And what is the IP of IP address of VLAN 20? 10.0.2.1 and 10.0.2.2. Ping 10.0.2.1 from VLAN 20, from VLAN 10 to VLAN 20 of Hyderabad branch, and from system 2. See this guys, now today our class has been completed. So please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the latest videos. Do share, subscribe guys to your friends and family relatives. The CCNA practicals for preparing for the exams and they are looking for a jobs into the network engineer role. So just share them and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching guys.